Long distance relationships, expectations versus reality. You know, maybe you've been through a lot recently, a divorce or a death, and it's left you alone again. Can you fulfill your expectations in Asia? You know, I've heard there are women there that can make you happy again. Or maybe you're just going to get a slap in the face. Come on, go with me, and let's find out. Hi y'all, Easy Slider here. You know, it just seems like the older we get, things just start to happen. It might be been in an accident, or maybe your wife found another man, or like about a million other things that can happen when you get older. You try to sort it out in your head, but it just don't make any sense. Just feel like life found you and it's not going to let you alone. For me, one of the hardest things was being alone and not having somebody around to talk to and spend my life with. Kind of feels like a bird flew over your head while you giving the opening speech at the Optimist Club. Oh boy. Now, first it's shock, then it's disbelief. You feel like nothing's going right. You know the feeling you get when somebody breaks into your car and steals your new golf clubs? Yeah, that feeling. You have like a million thoughts rush into your head. You think, I've been through a lot to get where I am. You know, I put a lot of effort into my relationship, and now you're just watching it crumble and fall away. Sadly enough, thoughts keep creeping into your mind like, will I ever be happy again? You think, I'm not going to date again. That's only a problem. I'm going to just leave that behind me. But as time passes away, you begin to feel lonely and you want the company. But, you know the Karens, you know the ones I'm talking about, the Karens that live in your country, you don't want them, and I don't either. But every day you get a little braver and you move a little closer to dating again. Now let's just stop just a second. Let me remind us to subscribe. You know, we're going to be bringing you a lot more helpful information, and we're working to find you happiness, and we're working to find you something that you can enjoy in your life. So come on and join us like so many others have. We're a growing channel, and it's just helping people. I get messages all the time. So thank you, and come on and join us. Now, let's just explore some choices. You could try to, you know, forget about women again, but good luck with that. Dating sites. Yeah, dating sites. That's it. No doubt. That's the one. That's one. Okay. Then you find out what so many of us have found out. A lot of them suck. So what now? Do you remember that friend that met that girl overseas and brought her home and then married her? I had a friend like that. It caught my attention. Might be worth a try, right? But you don't know what to do. You know, and finally you just close your eyes and you jump into the world of long distance relationships. Now that's where I come in. I'm going to guide you and help you. We'll be providing you information to get you over the rocky spots. Now we're ready. What will it be? Are your expectations going to be met? Or are you going to get that slap of reality? I think a good place to start first will be actually sitting down and asking ourselves, what are our expectations? I don't mean the junk you got in your head, like, oh, I just want to get married. No. I'm talking about sitting down, starting over, and thinking clearly about what you really want and what you expect out of a relationship. What if there were no limits? I think that'd be a good place to start. What about age? Do you want a younger woman or a woman that's been around a little longer? Now, a younger woman, she might not be as damaged. She might be willing to work with you and build something that's wonderful. That's a good thought. Or reality. She might leave you for a younger man that has a beach body. Okay, I'm going to leave that one and let you think about that one a minute, all right? What about a woman that wants a family and is willing to be a loving wife? Boy, that's a good thought. Or reality, one that might want a family for sure, just not you. Maybe your expectations are a woman that'll work and help you rebuild your future and stand beside you all the way. A woman that's like you, she just wants a chance for a better life and she's not afraid to work for it. But again, reality might be a woman that's just looking for her next sugar daddy. Yeah, they're there. I don't know why it is, but as we get older, for some reason, we start wanting to recapture our youth. You remember when you could dance all night or climb a mountain just to view the sights from the top? I remember those days. You might want a young woman that wants us for our value. You know, this young woman looks at us and say, hey, he really has some value. He'd make a good husband. But, you know, how could you take her on a date and show her that you're that person? Something to think about. You want to overwhelm her with your charm. Yeah, don't tell me you hadn't thought about it. Yeah. You know, she can see the value you bring to the table, and then she can avoid noticing things like your gray hair or the lines on your face. After all, you and I know these lines are just the remnants of the experiences that we've gained and the mileage we've traveled. Yeah, maybe I shouldn't have traveled quite as many miles as I did. We want to walk down the street and men look at us and say, how in the world did he get a woman like that? And then you just want to smile and know that she's made a pretty good choice in picking you. Can it really happen? Or are you sleeping and you're fixing to wake up? You've just been dreaming. And when you wake up, you're going to get a big dose of reality? What do you think? Well, think about this. In reality, the younger woman don't even listen to the same music we listen to. All right? That was a little tough for me. They like to go out and dance sometimes, or go on outings to the waterfall, man. They climb the hills to the falls and swim in the water there for hours. With a few minutes rest, they want to get up and go to dinner an hour drive away. Maybe your expectations are more like a little less stress and a little more rest. How about a peaceful afternoon under the shade tree having a barbecue with your friends? I ain't even going to throw out a nap, okay? That sounds good to me. But reality reminds us we want the younger woman that our bodies can't even keep pace with. You remember in the beginning I asked you, could you have your expectations fulfilled in Asia? Well, I've got some good news for you. The first thing you hear is age don't matter, and okay, that's partially true. There are girls that are certainly going to scam you and use you. There's no doubt about that. But there are also women that are looking just to have someone that really loves them. Age and gray hair don't mean a thing to them. Their reality is having someone beside them that'll be there to lift them up and let them know they're loved. They're looking for that. So, what's the truthful answer? Let's be honest about this. Can you fulfill your expectations in Asia? Well, if you're willing to go with an open mind and realize that there are women that will scam you in a second, but you don't let that hold you back, and you go and you're willing to take the time and look for a woman that has a good heart, then the answer is 100% yes, you can fulfill your dreams again. Now, I'm not speaking to you from just thinking this stuff, and I'm not speaking to you from just reading it somewhere. I'm speaking to you from a point of knowing hundreds of families that have gone through this and come out on the other side much better than they went in. Come out on the other side finding happiness again. Now the choice is yours. What do you want? My question that I would ask you right now is, are you happy with things like they are right now? If your answer is no, or you're not totally sure, go back and watch my videos and ask yourself, if what I'm saying to you and what I'm showing to you makes sense. If it does, you have nothing to lose. Don't let anything stop you. In the Philippines, I've met so many wonderful women, and they just want to find a better life with a man that appreciates you. You know, you hear people say things like that. You hear me say that, and you just go, well, how many is so wonderful people? 10, 15, 9? Let me tell you what, in Manila alone, 16 square 16 square miles, that's a very small space. 22 million people. There are people there looking for you. There are people there looking for all of us. And what they want is the same thing you want, to be happy. And then there's that other group that's sitting there looking at you going, here comes my next scam. Only thing is, you just have to sort them out. Now, I hope you can find your expectations there, and I honestly really know that you can. You just have to go and take a little time and find that woman that's going to make you feel alive again. There's one thing that you have to do, and this is the only thing that you have to do. It's the only rule. You have to make yourself available. You have to do it. You have to go. Don't put pressure on yourself, though. Go on a vacation. Go to have fun. When you're not putting pressure on yourself and you're not feeling like you've got to go find somebody, it's just going to happen. You're going to bump into somebody on every street corner that you're not even looking for. So, make yourself available and give it a chance. Now, don't forget to subscribe. And like I said, I want to thank all those that's been joining us. We're in this together. We're going to do this together, and we're going to work to make it something that is really good in your life, okay? Now, let's just slide on over and see if we can't fulfill our life again.